Alrighty, this We the People News. Okay, one more time at it. I'm not an attorney, not giving legal advice. Educational purposes only. Okay, anything I say or do is hearsay. It's just my opinion. Take everything with a grain of salt. Do your own research. Why? Because we don't never just look straight forward. We always look around us, be able to protect ourselves by any means necessary. Use that Second Amendment. Arm yourself with knowledge, people. All right, so just in case you guys want to see it, uh, this is actually damn near 4 hour video, but I was kind of listening to it while I was comfortable stretching out in my bed. Um, so this is with Eddie Craig, and this guy did a video of one of the um, schooling that he does with other people. Okay, so this is pro se, all right, the court. Okay, and so check him out, give him lots of love. But this is the very important section that I've been uh, really hit and miss talking about. But in Texas, I've been talking about them being sued under gang activity, the Court of Appeals, and another man is suing the bar union of attorneys. But really, overall, just the bar union itself, because well, when you file complaints, they'll ignore it on a attorney, or if you file judicial complaints, they'll ignore it. So, which in turns, if they're causing you harm and you file a complaint on them and there's no remedy, that harm has still never been fulfilled. All right, and it's being ignored. So, the other one, okay, is suing the bar. He's in, let me give clarification. I believe, and I may be wrong, his suit is a Court of Appeals of trying to get some form of remedy of financial, all right, to kind of sting their pocketbooks. I think, and I may be wrong, Randy Kelton is more for political of changing laws, but I don't know that for a fact. Okay, so therefore, just take that with a grain of salt. Okay, but and they know each other. Uh, But this part is the interesting part, how Texas is actually a police state due to violating our due process, and the reason why the Court of Appeals are getting sued by either one or the two people. I don't know if they're working together in one particular suit or what. Okay? But this is the reason why they're getting sued. Alright? So one guy is from California, or used to be from California. I know of him many, many years ago, and at the time he was in California. So listen to these words, and I'll bring it back up here in a second.
Did you sign a complaint
No.
against Natalie Delgado?
No, Natalie.
Let me back that up a little bit.
Am I supposed to be doing this the way that I know that it... Okay.
Where are you getting the 7th of April from, Kevin?
Yeah.
From the court clerk's certified.
So Kevin's going to be the California guy. Allegedly, unless he moved and all that, maybe Arizona now. But I don't think he's here in Texas because, well, you'll find out.
Certification. Oh, no, on the second day. Excuse me, I was wrong. On the second day of April, 2025.
You're reading from the complaint. You need to be reading.
Did you sign a complaint?
No.
Again.
Oh, by the way, they're actually sitting here practicing for a court case. Okay, so they're just kind of running through the court case, and that way, when they get kind of established and get everything in sync, the better off you be in court.
Natalie Delgado.
No, Natalie Delgado is the person on the stand. She's the witness.
I'm an animal control officer, and you need to be reading the investigative report.
And the date is also March 10th on that for when she's saying that she did it.
Well, we're talking about when I'm asking her if she signed a complaint on the second day
No,
of
the
April.
court clerk.
Okay, this right here is the reason why we are police states here in Texas. Okay, now all you Republicans out there, you have more freedom in California in courts. So you can say all this thing how free you are with being a Republican, but in fact, the state of Texas has been a Republican state, and we're a police state. Just saying.
The one who signed the complaint.
They're not here.
The court clerk signed it based upon the citation the officer issued.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the way they do it in Texas. The court clerk legally.
Dela Cruz had to have gone and signed a complaint on the second day of April.
No, that's not the way it works here.
Who is Dela Cruz?
It's Delgado.
Dela Cruz is the one who says that she's the affiant here.
Oh. That's the court clerk. That's the way they do it here. You just have to get. You just have
All right,
to.
let me explain the fuck up that is Texas. Whenever someone gets a citation issued, the copy of the citation is turned into the court. The court clerks are the ones that create the complaints and sign them. Not the prosecutors, not the actual officer, rarely the actual officer is the affiant on the complaint. Because here in Texas, all you have to have is information that a criminal act has been committed and you can file a complaint about it. You don't have to have firsthand knowledge. You don't have to witness it. You don't have to know anything other than you've got information that makes you believe a crime occurred. The problem is...
Now, we're going to stand right there. Which is really... It didn't originally was that way. They changed it unconstitutionally by the state constitution. All right, they didn't go through the deal of Article 3, Section 28 up to Section 35. So they ignored the state constitution to create this unjust system, okay, and violate your due process and all that. Again, there's a due process. If you're going to go into common law, again, this is going to be administrative parts. So this is going to be y'all's discretion which direction you guys want to go. But here lies the problem here in Texas. More than anything else. This is the one I've been talking about that have been violated, Criminal Code 1450 and the Magistrate 16 and the Transportation Code 543. Okay? They're all doing the violation of due process. I'll back it up just a second. There.
Knowledge, you don't have to witness it. You don't have to know anything other than you've got information that makes you believe a crime occurred. The problem is that a clerk of the court is an agent of the judge. And as an agent of the judge, you're being prosecuted by the same person that accused you.
Conflict of
Or
interest.
at least that person's presiding over your prosecution.
They're not agents of the judge.
Yes, they are, Jane. The judge can direct them in every fucking thing they do. They are agents of the judge.
Yes, they are.
Contractors.
They're not contractors, Jane. Where the fuck did you get that from?
Got that from them. I got that from one of my.
They're full of shit. They don't. Anyway, the point being, that's how it works in Texas. It's wrong in every way, shape, and form, but that's how it works. So you're not going to be talking to the person who signed the complaint. You're going to be talking to the officer who wrote the citation that the complaint is based upon.
That's such backwards fucking thinking.
Yes, it is.
Text stuff.
Like I said, guilty until proven innocent is how this is set up to work here.
Boom. So the guy in California knows this is not even right. And how bad do we talk about California people? Or, some of y'all out there, all right, especially the Republican side, how bad did they talk about California? Now, the way I see everything out there, it don't really matter because these areas are violating everybody's rights. Okay, whether you're in California, whether you're in Texas. It's just Texas is literally violating your rights from the get-go. Okay? The other ones kind of do change the words, word magic, while they're in process of court. Alright? So, refresher course. In the state of Texas, by Texas law. Okay? With or without a warrant. There, you are to be taken to the nearest magistrate before you go to jail. That is Texas law. This right here, what he is saying, is bypassing all that already. Alright? So, especially in the administrative part, talked about the 24 hours, all that kind of stuff. I did that recent video showing out the 24 hours, way it's supposed to be done. Alright? That's all cases. They haven't been doing this for the past 50 years in Texas. And everybody in jail today is illegally there. Alright? Let's top this off right quick, but that was the main subject matter in this video.
Okay, so Natalie, Miss Delgado, can you tell me what you observed on the 10th day of March, 2025?
We're going to go ahead and end it there, alright? But anyway, if you want to check out more of this video, now it's long, and then it's kind of everybody is practicing things, so it's not going to run as smooth as the court. Matter of fact, it's kind of off course drastically. But that's the reason why you do it. You practice things. Get a clear understanding and all that. So anyway, it's pro se V, okay, as in Victor, court. Okay? So I just wanted to kind of point this out because I did that last video talking about the 24 hours and how they're violating and everything. And off and on, I've been talking out throughout my videos that the state of Texas is violating your fucking rights. Alright? But people have a tendency to be ignoring that. Why? Because they become a creature of habit and willfully ignorant of the law. This is the way the people knows. Bye, y'all.